FS1 NFL analyst Shawne Merriman. But first, Shannon, what is going on here?
I believe Todd Gurley is still hurt. There's a reason why they signed C.J. Anderson. And when Todd Gurley dropped those passes, as a guy that's played hurt, those were passes that he dropped because he's thinking about his injury and not concentrating on the football. I've been there. And as soon as he dropped the passes, I know something is going on. This is why they signed C.J. Anderson. This is why C.J. Anderson got more carries than Todd Gurley, because if you remember, Skip, at the start of that Cowboys game, even though Gurley started, C.J. got the lion's share of the carries. And then to close the game out, who did they hand the ball to? C.J. Anderson. Now, that's your bell cow. Todd Gurley is your bell cow, who you paid a king's ransom, the highest running back, paid the highest salary for a running back in NFL history. And he's on the sideline when the rubber needs to meet the road and you need to close the game out, and a guy that you had just scooped up off the couch 2 weeks ago is carrying the mail. That lets me know that, look, everybody's saying the right thing. Todd is healthy. He's fine, blah, 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 because I'm not trying to let the Patriots know anything was going on. But if you think Todd Gurley is 100% healthy, 100% healthy running backs don't spend the bulk of their time riding a stationary bike behind the bench in an NFC Championship game. I'm going to leave it at that.
Your thoughts? You know, I give Todd Gurley credit because he easily could have said, my knee is hurt and I'm not performing well, but he took all the blame. You know, I take it back in 2007 when we played the Colts in the playoffs, when I was with the Chargers and LT went down. His knee, he had an MCL. He went down, he couldn't play. Michael Turner had to come in and win the game for us. He was a backup running back. He came and won the game for us. Nobody really talks about that as much because we won the game. We played the Patriots in the AFC Championship game. Nobody talks about that. The main goal in that game, and Sean McVay made the right decision in keeping C.J. Anderson in the game, do what's best for the team because he had the hot hand, and as long as he can run between the tackles and get those extra yards that we need, he don't need to be Todd Gurley. He just need to do enough for us to win this game. He made the right call. He went with the flow of the game. Todd Gurley is a great running back, but he can do more things than run out of, just take the ball and run out of the backfield. He can catch the ball out of the backfield. He can do multiple things. C.J. Anderson's not that back. C.J. Anderson, like you said, was brought in to do just enough for them to win the game, and no one would ever bring it up again because they won. If they lost, it'd be a totally different story.
Okay, so help me out here. That year you got to the AFC Championship game at Foxborough, and I always heard Norv Turner wasn't happy with LT because he wouldn't go back in, right? But you're saying he was really hurt.
Oh, he was hurt. He had, I think, a grade 2 of what it was. And, as a running back having an MCL, your knee is unstable. It's just wobbling all around. He couldn't plant and turn.
Especially the way LT plays now. Yeah. LT's not a power straight ahead. LT
so
can
you guys didn't think he didn't come through?
Well, we went into the next game, into the AFC Championship. All of us hurt. Myself, Antonio Gates, LT, Phillip Rivers played with that partially torn ACL that he had surgery on the week before just to play in the game. We all walked in that game hurt, but nobody really talks about it as much because we won. We got to the next level. But we remember Michael Turner coming into the game, his teammates coming to the game and winning it for us and doing exactly what he needed to do for us to progress to the next level.
At Indy.
At Indy, correct.
Okay, I got you. But you lost, obviously.
Yeah.
So Brady gets another break. They're all hurt, right? Yeah. Here we go again.
It happens.
I'm not so sure Todd Gurley is as hurt as you think he is. He obviously was hurt, but all of a sudden, I don't think we've seen anything quite like this happen. Starting on December 16th, C.J. Anderson turned into Nick Foles. Am I right? He turned into the Nick Foles of running backs because he steps right in for him at Arizona, regular season game, and he goes 167. That's a lot of yards, man.
For a guy that got off his couch on Wednesday.
I know. Right. And then they come home and close it out against San Francisco, and he goes for 132. That'll work. And then against my team, to your point, Gurley starts, but right away it's CJ, and he goes for a big 123 that just killed my team, just ripped their guts out. I still can't get over it. I don't know how you do that, but whatever. and then he got the lion's share of the carries at New Orleans. But to me, I know you're looking at it like you're trying to guard your injury and you're not focused on the football.
Yes.
It's also possible that Todd Gurley's just like stressing, man, like he's pressing and stressing because he knows I better catch this ball because if I don't, I'm going to lose snaps because this guy's coming in because he's really good. And I keep telling you, CJ doesn't look the part because he's a little butterball, but and he gained some weight on the couch, and it doesn't matter.
Looks like he gained some weight from the Cowboys game.
He did.
Seriously.
He did. But we got this thing in football. We always say, fresh legs, right? Whenever somebody come in and they haven't been playing and their body's not beat up from the season, I think that, it's almost funny that Shawne McVay here in bringing fresh legs, a running back this late into the game in the playoffs because he is fresh. He's capable of going out here and touching the ball in case something happens. You got a running back there that is more than capable. He's been sitting around. Playoff experience.
Okay, I got it. But how many times can you find that guy on the couch on December 16th?
Not often.
And again, are you taking advantage of yet another John Gruden mistake?
Exactly.
Right.
And guess what, Skip? C.J. Anderson had big games against the Patriots. You remember that Sunday night game?
Absolutely.
Do I? He ended it.
He did.
It was 30-24 in the snow, and the quarterback was Brock Osweiler.
Yep.
And it goes back and forth, and Brady actually played pretty well in that game against Wade Phillips.
Right.
But in overtime, CJ got loose up the left sideline for the touchdown that ended the game. So here we go again. So you don't think Shawne McVay's thinking, I might need to ride that horse?
Yeah, well, I'm sure they'll play. The dimension that Todd Gurley gives them that CJ doesn't is his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield, the ability to get down the field to catch the ball. Now, I don't think Gurley had a whole bunch of carries, but I think he had one. After that touchdown, he had one more carry.
Yeah.
But he played, I think, 13, 14 more snaps, Skip, but that was to get him on the field. Maybe they were going to use him as a decoy to make you focus on him because you're not really focusing on CJ in the passing game. So it's just hard for me to believe that the man has just stepped off a cliff like this here because I don't see it. I think he's injured.
I would like to look at two quick plays that I saw Todd Gurley run, one against my Dallas Cowboys, one against the New Orleans Saints. The first one went 35 yards for a touchdown. Tell me he looks hurt on this play because he looked like Todd Gurley to me when he broke loose. This is against my Cowboys. Tell me, do you not see the burst? Look at this. Look what he did to my safety, Xavier Woods. That just looks like Todd Gurley to me. I don't know.
But Skip, you know what? When you're hurt like that, you can always show spurts, right? Even on that touchdown run, he scored in against.
Okay, let's look at that one. We got that one too. This is from I think 6 yards. 6 yards TD, and he got to the goal line. I mean, I don't know. That just looked like Todd Gurley.
It spurts.
Looked explosive.
It spurts. Even when at times when I hurt my knee, I can go out and get a sack or two. I just couldn't play well for 60 plays.
Right.
And he can go and do something spectacular when it's needed, but he can't go out and sustain, across the board 25, 30 snaps. That's across the board. That's anybody who's hurt. You can do what's necessary when needed, but there's no way he can go and line up after getting, tackled a few times and line back up and then go cut off of that leg again. If you get put in the backfield in his situation, what he did, of course he can show a spurt and get in the end zone. He needed it.
I bet we're going to see a lot of CJ.
Yeah.
The mental side of it, too.
Yeah. CJ, big game back. Big game. Have big games. That's what some guys just have better games against other guys, but Todd Gurley's going to he has a week off. I don't believe he'll do a whole lot this week.
I don't either.
They're going to put the game plan in, so everything, once you get to Atlanta, it'll be a dress rehearsal. You're just fine-tuning. CJ going to get his snaps, but Todd Gurley's going to be a factor.
I think it's highly possible that CJ will get the bulk of the carries in this game, and he will not be a Ram next year. They'll just go right back to riding the other horse. Well, I don't know. It's just going to be hard to keep him.
I wouldn't keep him for a whole season. No.
It's been fun to see, though.
How much you got over there? I'll stay for a couple of million.
Yeah, how much?
I'd rather stay here because, he knows his role. He going to get X amount of carries, nice little situation, as opposed to going somewhere else. Because everybody ain't going to love you like they love you in St. Louis. And, at the Rams.
He acknowleded he understood his role in the interview with Aaron Andrews. He was so
and they got good food out. They got good cuisine out here.
They got good food
in L.A.
Go back to the weight. You guys are being so hard on the guy.
That ain't going to help his weight. I tell you that. Roscoe's ain't going to help.
Pregnancy weight because, he's expecting a baby.
He ain't pregnant.
It affects everyone. That's what he said in the interview.
CJ greedy. I know CJ when he wasn't expected it in Denver, and he looked the same way.
Okay, fine.
You can't eat a whole
make
chicken.
Excuse.
But I don't eat no chicken. The whole chicken?
No.
Either way, Shawne, good to see you. Appreciate your time always. Let's Skip's Cowboys fix their offense.
Nope.
Oh,
nope.
Okay. It's been said already.
Nope.
We're going to dig deeper next.
And I won't back down.